Today's ICD-10 quick coding tip focuses on what you need to know about how to code bronchoscopy with biopsy using ICD-10-PCS. My name is Claire and I'm an inpatient coding auditor and educator. In my coding tips and tricks videos, you'll discover valuable insights to help sharpen your medical coding skills and code with confidence. If that sounds like something that would be helpful to you, please consider hitting that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I release new content. Bronchoscopy is a procedure used to look directly at the airways in the lungs using a bronchoscope, which is a thin tube with a camera and a light at the end. During a bronchoscopy, the bronchoscope is inserted through either the nose or the mouth and then guided down through the throat and into the airways. Various devices can be passed down through the bronchoscope, including tools to obtain a biopsy. Because a bronchoscopy procedure is performed using instrumentation through the nose or the mouth to reach and visualize the site of the procedure, the approach for bronchoscopy procedures is via natural or artificial opening endoscopic. As is the case with all biopsy procedures, biopsies performed during a bronchoscopy requires that the PCS code include the diagnostic qualifier. When coding bronchoscopy biopsy procedures, you will need to determine the appropriate route operation to use. As specified in the guidelines, there are several different route operations to consider. In PCS coding, biopsy procedures are coded using the route operations excision, extraction or drainage, and the qualifier diagnostic. An excisional biopsy involves tissue being excised for biopsy and is coded to the route operation excision. Tools that may be used include forceps, snare, or a core biopsy needle. A biopsy that is coded to route operation extraction involves tissue cells being extracted for biopsy. This may be accomplished through brushing, needle aspiration of tissue, and cryobiopsy. A biopsy that is coded to route operation drainage involves fluids and cells being collected for biopsy. This may be accomplished through bronchoalveolar lavage, washings, or fine needle aspiration of fluid alone. Notice that fine needle aspiration is potentially coded to either route operation extraction or route operation drainage, depending on whether tissue or fluid is aspirated. When coding an aspiration biopsy, and the documentation does not specify whether the substance aspirated was tissue or fluid, code to route operation extraction. When determining the body part, often the most challenging aspect is choosing between the lung and the bronchus. When we're coding procedures, we should always base our decisions according to what the physician describes doing during the procedure. However, understanding common terminology is necessary for accurate code selection. Biopsies described as endobronchial refer to biopsies of bronchial tissue. Endobronchial means inside or within the bronchus. Biopsies described as transbronchial refer to biopsies of lung tissue. Transbronchial means through or across the bronchus. With a transbronchial biopsy, the biopsy tool actually punctures through the bronchus to the lung tissue on the other side to collect the sample. Some coders like to view the pathology report to help them determine the type of tissue biopsied, but keep in mind that small bits of lung tissue are seen from time to time in the pathology taken from bronchoscopic biopsies, so code assignment is based on the provider's description of what was actually done and not the tissue seen in the pathology report. Endobronchial, ultrasound-guided transbronchial needle aspiration of lymph nodes is similar to a transbronchial lung biopsy because it involves puncturing through the bronchial wall. However, the objective of the procedure is to obtain a tissue sample from lymph nodes located just outside the airways rather than obtaining lung tissue. Since the lymph nodes targeted are just outside the airways in the thoracic cavity, the body part value will always be thoracic lymph nodes. The way this procedure is performed is the bronchoscope is used to place a needle through the bronchial wall into the adjacent lymph nodes for aspiration of tissue. Ultrasound is used to view the airway wall and adjacent structures for guidance. The fact that this is aspiration of tissue and not excision of tissue is important to understand. The root operation for a transbronchial needle aspiration of lymph nodes is extraction, because fine needle aspiration involves placing a needle through tissue and then suction is applied and the tissue is aspirated for biopsy. BAL is a diagnostic procedure where a saline solution is put through the bronchoscope to capture a fluid and cell sample from the alveolar region of the lungs. The saline solution is instilled through the bronchoscope and then suctioned back out so that it can be further analyzed for the diagnosis of certain lung disorders, including bacterial or fungal infections and lung cancer. The root operation for BAL procedures is drainage because it involves removing fluids. The body part is the lung as opposed to the bronchus. This was clarified in Coding Clinic from first quarter 2017, which explains that since BAL involves washing out and sampling alveoli of the lung body part accurately captures the objective of the procedure. This Coding Clinic does correct advice from a previous Coding Clinic that had advised using the body part bronchus for BAL, so just be aware of this updated advice. Bronchoscopic brush biopsy is another method used to obtain tissue samples during a bronchoscopy. When they do bronchial brushings, the physician advances a tiny brush like the one you see here on the slide through the bronchoscope and uses it to collect cells from an abnormal area. This is coded to the root operation extraction since the brush is used to strip off some cells rather than cutting anything. When selecting the body part, it's important to be aware that this type of biopsy is performed inside the bronchus. This is because the brush does not penetrate through the bronchus to reach the lung, but rather takes samples from the bronchial wall, so the body part will always be bronchus rather than lung. When coding bronchoscopy with biopsy, you'll need to apply the multiple procedures guideline quite often. There are multiple parts to this guideline, but it's Part A and Part C that are particularly relevant to bronchoscopies. Part A says that during the same operative episode, multiple procedures are coded if the same root operation is performed on different body parts as defined by distinct values of the body part character. The example I have here is a diagnostic excision of the left upper and left lower lobe bronchus. Based on the guideline, 2 codes are necessary for this procedure. This is because the left upper lobe of the bronchus and the left lower lobe of the bronchus each have distinct body part values in PCS, which defines them as separate body parts for coding purposes. And the other part of the guideline that I want to focus on is Part C. It says that during the same operative episode, multiple procedures are coded if multiple root operations with distinct objectives are performed on the same body part. The example I have is a diagnostic excision and a bronchial alveolar lavage, or a BAL, of the right lower lung lobe. Based on the guideline, 2 codes are necessary for this procedure as well, because even though both procedures involve collecting samples from the right lower lung, the type of sample being collected is different. The diagnostic excision involves excising tissue in order to collect a sample, while the BAL uses fluid to collect both fluids and cells for analysis. Now that we have covered the various methods for biopsy during bronchoscopy, let's look at some examples of documentation that you might see when coding these procedures. The pre- and post-operative diagnosis is right middle lobe mass. The procedure is an endobronchial ultrasound with brush biopsy. The description of the procedure is, after obtaining informal consent, the scope was introduced through the mouth via the endotracheal tube and advanced to the tracheobronchial tree. Bronchoscopy was done and the tracheobronchial tree was visualized. During ultrasound evaluation, no obvious lymph nodes were identified. Right middle lobe brushing was done. Labs were sent. The procedure was accomplished without difficulty. The patient tolerated the procedure well. For this example, the correct root operation is extraction because they performed a brush biopsy, which uses a brush to pull or strip out tissue cells, meeting the definition of root operation extraction. And the body part is right middle lobe bronchus because these types of samples are taken from within the bronchus. In this next example, the scope was advanced through the cords and into the trachea, which was normal. The initial view was taken to the right main stem, followed by the right upper lobe and the bronchus intermedius. There was a white appearing airway lesion that blocked the airway in the right upper lobe. The scope would not transverse the lesion. Multiple endobronchial biopsies were obtained with forceps with minimal bleeding. Last, a brush biopsy was obtained along the airway and lesion. The brush appeared to be able to pass the lesion, but it was unclear of the length. Once this was completed, blood was cleared from the airway and the scope was removed. In this case, they did multiple biopsies utilizing two different methods, so we'll need to use two codes. First, they obtained several endobronchial biopsies of the right upper lobe using forceps. Then they obtained a brush biopsy of the right upper lobe as well. The biopsy using forceps, which is a cutting tool, is coded using root operation excision, and the brush biopsy, as we already discussed, is coded using root operation extraction. The body part for both biopsies is the bronchus, since the biopsy was endobronchial, meaning within the bronchus, and there was no description of the biopsy forceps puncturing through the bronchial wall to obtain lung tissue on the other side. In this next example, transbronchial needle aspirations of a nodule were performed in the lateral basal segment of the right lower lobe and sent for routine cytology. The procedure was guided by fluoroscopy and ultrasound. Transbronchial needle aspiration technique was selected because the sampling site was not visible endoscopically. The sampling device penetrated the full thickness of the bronchial wall to obtain the needle aspiration of lung tissue. 3 samples were obtained. Transbronchial biopsies of the nodule were performed in the lateral segment of the right lower lobe using forceps and sent for histopathology examination. The procedure was guided by fluoroscopy and ultrasound. Transbronchial biopsy technique was selected because the sampling site was not visible endoscopically. The sampling device penetrated the full thickness of the bronchial wall to obtain the biopsy of lung tissue. 4 biopsy passes were performed. 4 biopsy samples were obtained. In this case, they did 2 biopsies utilizing 2 different methods, so we're going to need 2 codes. First, they obtained a transbronchial needle aspiration biopsy of the right lower lobe. Then they obtained transbronchial forceps biopsy of the right lower lobe. These were both transbronchial with the sampling device penetrating the bronchial wall to access lung tissue. So our body part for both procedures is the right lower lung lobe. For our root operations, in the first sample, they used needle aspiration. Needle aspiration uses suction to extract the tissue, which equates to root operation extraction. And in the second sample, they used forceps, which again is a cutting tool, and so the root operation is excision. In this last example, BAL was performed in the right middle lobe of the lung and sent for routine cytology. 120 milliliters of fluid was instilled, 28 milliliters was returned. The return was blood tinged. An endobronchial ultrasound and a scope was utilized in order to assist with fine needle aspiration, with all lymph nodes sampled appearing abnormal. Transbronchial needle aspiration of lymph nodes was accomplished using an Olympus EBUS TBNA 21 gauge needle and sent for routine cytology. This procedure was guided by ultrasound. Transbronchial needle aspiration technique was selected because the sampling site was not visible endoscopically. 3 samples were obtained. EBUS scope was removed. Regular Olympus scope was reintroduced with scant bloody secretions encountered, washed with saline with good clearance. No active bleeding was noted. The scope was removed and the procedure was completed. In this case, they first did a BAL of the right middle lung. BAL uses saline to collect a sample from the alveoli of the lung, so our root operation is drainage and the body part is the right middle lung lobe. Then they did a transbronchial biopsy of the lymph nodes. So body part is thoracic lymph nodes, and the root operation is extraction, since needle aspiration biopsies with removal of tissues are coded as extraction in the lymphatic system. So that's it for today's quick tip. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. And if there's any topics that you would like me to cover in the future, just leave a comment below and I'll add them to my list. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy coding.